Hi, I'm Jake Nelson. I live here in Ladysmith, Wisconsin, and I have type 1 diabetes. I was diagnosed in 2005. I believe it was November. I was just a freshman in high school, about to turn 15 years old, and it just kind of, I'm sure it was processing a long time before. But it's like didn't really know all the signs and symptoms, and it was really about a week before went into the clinic. I was extremely thirsty, the usual symptoms, but I'd lost my appetite for eating, and it just became one morning where I woke up and I was sleeping on the couch that night because I just couldn't move hardly at all. And that's when I went in and I was diagnosed, and my blood sugar was 880, so almost in a coma, I guess. Had we waited a longer time to get in and get myself diagnosed, so pretty scary moment. I had a friend who I grew up with, same age as me, who was diagnosed at a real young age. So I kind of seen what he goes through. But when it came to me being diagnosed later on, I my current state of mind, I was just so out of it that I didn't really react much. It was just kind of like, okay, what do we got to do from here? And the reality really set in, I think, when I had been taken to the ICU that night, and then I was out the next afternoon. That's when it was like, well, this is a whole new world now. As far as dietary approaches, I mean, kind of the same thing when you're diagnosed. You're told to limit the carbs. The kind of the same old story, and that's just what I went along with. I didn't have any knowledge. I was young then, but as years passed on, I I started developing other symptoms, weight gain, things I just never really experienced before. I've never had a problem with being overweight. So that's when the shift kind of came towards, all right, there's got to be something more to this. I came across Mastering Diabetes, I'm sure somewhere online, I think it might have been, whether it was Instagram or YouTube. And I bought the book. I read through most of it. I didn't really dive into it at first. I wasn't really taken back by the dietary changes that I would have had to start making at that point. It just it took me some time to kind of process each step and where I needed to go from here. And trying to do it by myself, that was probably the hardest thing because I feel like I needed some more guidance, and that's what ultimately led me into the coaching. Yeah, like the science behind it and everything, like that made sense to me, and that was actually exciting to learn about. As far as how much I was taken back, it wasn't like a big shock. I knew it was gonna be different for me. I'm not saying it was something I ultimately actually wanted to do because I mean there were certain foods that I recommended that I really did like. I like a lot of vegetables, but I never was a big fruit eater growing up my whole entire life. So that was kind of the biggest thing for me to now having you know, this past to kind of say, hey, unlimited fruit, that took some time for me to kind of take in, and that was going to be the biggest challenge for me actually. So I started coaching actually a year ago now, last October of 2022. Before that, a few months previous was when I had my A1C checked at 9.1 is where it was. And now a year later, I actually had it checked. It was 2 months ago now, and I'm down to 6.6. And I hadn't been under 7 in probably 7, 8, 9 years or so. Through coaching, it was just having that kind of guidance for me that I was looking for. I started off with my basal dosage at 40 units per day, and that is now down to 22. So basically, cut in half there. My bolus, I was roughly for all meals around 10 to 1 was my ratio. Now I'm anywhere between 20 to 25. Sometimes that's even less insulin, just kind of depending on the day. So that's kind of the range I'm at there. So I brought that back as well. And weight gain 200 pounds. I started last year, and I'll be down to 170 now. And I still want a little bit more. You know, I'm getting close to the weight that I'm happy with, but I still I hadn't been able to lose weight for so long. So just kind of staying patient and consistent has just allowed me to achieve these results. Yeah, energy is, I mean, it's so much more different now. I actually feel like it's easier to get out of bed. It's easier to go want to exercise because I almost feel like I need to exercise because I just have the more energy. I feel like my body is just working so much more efficiently. I feel lighter, and it's kind of to the point where I feel the way that I anticipated a year ago where I wanted to be at now. So it's a testament to the patience and consistency of this program. And if anybody is on the fence, I mean, it is certainly a lifestyle change, but the main focus for me has been on the long term, and I want my long term health to be where I'm at right now, and I'm very happy with that. I'm from the dairy state here in Wisconsin, so I mean, when it comes to certain things like that, I mean, it's everybody's different, and I think it's best to find what fits best for you. I mean, there's going to be some certain modifications. The nice thing is that it's not just, you know, everybody can eat a little bit different. You know, you might have more of your vegetables, you might eat more of your fruit. I mean, it works different in that way. So it's finding what works for you and what you've been accustomed to, and that's ultimately the big picture there. Just it's the patience and consistency, and it's not perfection. Like that's that's really that's been my mindset throughout this whole year. And then once I finished coaching after 6 months, it was kind of like, all right, that's when I was ready to now take it on by myself, and I was able to continue that success throughout the summer to the point where it's just a whole new, it's a life transformation.